Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me be the first to welcome you to Mechanical Rain. This is going to be session 0 for a new show we're running here on the SGA. I will be your GM. My name is Mitch. Let's meet our players.
Hey, I'm Rob. I'll be playing Achilles Crowfang, the Artificer Armorer.
Hi, this is Pat. I'll be playing the Artificer Battlesmith, Hajime no Mofuka.
This is Jace. I'm playing the Storm Barbarian, Isabel Simonsen.
This is Ricky, and I am playing Verna Ziert. My mech is based on a Triton fighter.
So as I said, this is going to be our session 0. We're going to get to know the characters a little bit, the setting, and just really get a feel for what this world and this game is all about. So with that, let's get started. You guys are dropped off in front of the new academy. There's a large sign in front that reads Helix. There's a military compound. There is, you are set back in the mountains. There's a nice river running along the front, but it is a very much walled-in defensive position. You see a group of students, a little older than you, training off in the distance. They seem to be running in circles and doing push-ups and your standard, military exercise kind of thing. Today is your first day. You have been selected to become part of an elite squad of mech pilots. The mechs you guys will be piloting are known as the Blackwoods. And let's get into our first day. So, as I said, the bus is dropping you guys off, and you step off onto this sprawling campus. What would you like to do? Would you like to head straight to your dorm rooms? Would you like to go to orientation? Somebody need a snack? You want to wander around, see what you can find?
I'm absolutely looking for the cafeteria first.
Alright, that's easy enough. So, is everybody going with him, or what are we doing here?
Shoot, this place is fancy. I'm thinking I'm probably going to stick with Achilles. He seems like he knows what's going on.
Isabel is a dork and is going to go straight to orientation.
Okay. And what about you, Hajime?
Oh, I'll just be going to orientation and waiting for class. We're starting. There's no point in going to food just yet for me, but whatever.
All right. Well, then let's start with the two that are going to go get a sandwich or a snack of whatever, type you guys would like. And you wander down these hallways, and it is not sparsely decorated, but it is very much, this is a government-run facility. Like, there's the generic hang in there posters on the wall, and, what can you do for your country kind of vibe. As you, enter the main lobby of this school, there's a small map that points you in the direction of the cafeteria. And you see a couple of other students walking off in that general direction, and you hear a small commotion coming from over there. As you approach, you're walking down the hallway. It is, your footsteps are echoing on this just white marble tile flooring, and you see two students arm wrestling on one of the tables. Two of the older guys. One of them is large, and his muscles are straining, and there's this weak little dude standing next to him, hyping him up, and he's got what appears to be 3 guys holding his arm, trying to pin this guy. Off to your right is the snack machines.
Cool. I think Achilles will kind of motion Verna towards the snack machines and be like, I guess we'll grab a quick bite before whatever this orientation is.
Yeah, I'm always down for a snack.
All right, so you guys walk over, and it's a very high-tech machine. It's mostly voice-activated. It'll 3D print you whatever kind of food you want.
My eyes kind of widen just a little bit because I don't get to see these super often. I'll look and be like, California rolled burrito.
So the machine kind of thinks for a minute, and you see this blue light come out and kind of scan you, and it reads on the screen, not authorized, orientation first.
Oh my god.
I hate this machine, and I just defeatedly start to walk away.
Yeah, Verna walks away too, but she gives it a little kick first.
The machine spits out 1 California roll.
Goddamn.
I believe this belongs to you, Achilles.
Man, I wish I would have thought of that. If you want, we can split it on the way to orientation.
Oh, that sounds fair to me.
No. It is not like a whole thing. It is like one little piece of sushi.
Oh my god.
You hear the kids arm wrestling. You see the three guys kind of go flying as they're flipped all at once, and you hear a couple of the other students laughing. Newbies thought they could eat.
Well, we sure did.
Yeah. So, as Isabel and Hajime make it to orientation, they are greeted by their student liaison. She is a bubbly, pink-haired, your typical anime girl kind of vibe, and she's wearing like a tight leather flight suit and like a crop top jacket, kind of like Future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
I love Future Trunks.
Like the crop top jacket, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going with.
I get you.
Yeah. So she introduces herself, and her name is Allenby. She introduces herself as the student liaison and head mechanic, and she asks you guys, if this is your first day and how you found the campus and all that stuff so far.
Well, I found the cafeteria highly disappointing, but other than that, it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that's because you didn't get your badge yet. You can't get any food if you don't have a badge.
Can I have a badge?
Once you sit through orientation.
How long is orientation?
And it's going to be 13 days.
Was that a joke?
And then she kind of, yeah, and she kind of giggles. So that you're going to have to sit here for about an hour, and it's just, where it's going to go over, like where things are located and what kind of classes and brief introduction to the teachers, and the commander is supposed to make an appearance here.
Okay.
And then we will provide you with snacks.
Snacks.
So with that, she kind of motions you to your seats, and, you guys have your own little row, and there's a couple of other small groups about your size sitting around this auditorium. Up on stage, there's a little bit of commotion, and the lights dim a little bit, and this gruff, dark-skinned military man steps onto stage, and he stammers for a minute. So, students, my name is Commander Woodrow, and this is my first year teaching this fine academy. I have recently decided to leave active duty, and this seemed like a nice way to wind down a prestigious military career. I look forward to training each and every one of you to be the best that we have to offer. Allow me to introduce the rest of your teachers. To my right, this large specimen of a man is Argo, and he will be your combat instructor. Some of you, I believe, have already met Allenby. She will be your head mechanic and your student liaison. Over here we have Stephen Williams, who will be teaching you all that useless math and reading and arithmetics and whatnot. And I believe we have a member of the janitorial staff somewhere in the back. Uncle Damon, why don't you wave? And you just see this janitor stick his hand up and kind of awkwardly wave and shuffle out of the auditorium.
Isabel waves back.
He kind of smiles and nods, and you hear Woodrow up on stage. I told that man not to clean in here until after we're done, but he's my sister's kid, and I don't really have much of a choice here. Anyway, you all will be assigned to your dorm rooms, and he just kind of gestures out at you. Just everybody who's sitting together, you're going to be in one room. And there's a couple of bunk beds in there, and you'll just... It's easier than me doing a whole bunch of individual paperwork. Coincidentally, those will also be the teams you are assigned to, so I hope you like these random people that you rode a bus with. That being said, if you then meet with Allenby, she will give you your student IDs, which will allow you access to each class and what areas you are and are not allowed to attend. And with that, he kind of walks away, the lights go off, and you hear him kind of trip walking down the stairs in the back.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Finally speaking up, goes, "Oh, this is just not the best put together program, is it?"
You then hear, over the loudspeaker still, "Yeah, this dang machine, all I wanted to do was get a sandwich out of it. Why are you not cooperating with me? I am the commander here. My ticket gets me everything I need." And then you just hear it go blank.
Oh my God, Achilles, it's not just us.
And that is what is leading us. Huh.
This is gonna This is going to be a schooling, isn't it?
But it's good to know that the machines that make food ain't working right. You all are pretty lucky with me on your team. I can cook some... He's like stretching out. I can cook some pretty damn good meals, I think.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
Like people have complimented your cooking, or like your mother says you're just the greatest little chef she's ever seen.
Like people have complimented my cooking. Oh.
Hey, I'm just trying to get a feel for your competency.
So about this time, Alan B kind of waltzes up behind you guys and goes, "Well, I could use for some good cooking. These machines ain't exactly that great. But anyway, here's your ID badges and your flight suits." And she hands each one of you similar, like the form-fitting leather compression suit kind of thing. You know, to deal with the stress of 0G turns and whatnot.
Sweet.
Yeah. Please make sure that you put on regular clothes over top of this. At least when you're in class, nobody needs to see all that stuff you got going on.
I was going to ask, but I felt like it would have been a faux pas.
So your dorms, if you follow the blinker on your ID badge, and you see it's more like it's more resembling a smartphone than it is like an actual badge. And it's got like a turn here, GPS kind of thing leading you guys to your dorm rooms. And you see a small tray of sandwiches at the back of the auditorium.
Score.
All right, this place got a little bit better.
Verna just goes up and takes a sandwich and he just puts the whole thing in her mouth, and then takes another one and puts it in the pocket of her outfit.
You hear the big dude from the cafeteria kind of whistle. That's my kind of girl. And he, goes back to talking with his buddies.
You know it.
Huh. Apes can speak in this school. I grab a sandwich and walk off towards the dorm.
Well, yeah, weren't you paying attention to the stage earlier?
The future is now, Hajime. The future is now.
I don't see any sauce on that. I'm pretty sure I've got some kind of Tabasco sauce in my bag when we get back to the dorm. Don't eat that sandwich just yet.
You gotta rephrase that. We don't have Tabasco. We do not have the licensing right for that.
Nondescript hot sauce number 6 is what I call it.
Isabel grabs a sandwich and just happens to have ketchup on her. Just her own extra ketchup packet.
Just happens to have. I love it. It just happens to carry condiments at all times because you never know.
All right, so you guys, you grab your snacks and you head off following the GPS to your dorm room, and you're wandering through these hallways, and you pass by like the main lobby again and the cafeteria, and then down this side hallway, and then up these stairs, and then across a little bridge, and then you get to your room. And it's got a just standard like a scanner on the front. And you guys scan one of you scans your thing, and it allows you into the room. And you are met with this rather spacious 2-story loft kind of apartment with 2 sets of bunk beds up top, separated by a small wall. There is an office kind of area that has like 4 desks, laptop, a place to do your studies, and a small sitting area, and like a kitchenette with like a mini fridge and a sink.
Dibs on top bunk. And Isabel climbs on top of one of the beds. Just establishing dominance, I know,
Verna goes on the bottom bunk just to claim a bed that she doesn't have to climb up into.
I immediately start taking an obsessive amount of energy drinks out of my backpack and putting them in the mini fridge.
So you put 2 of them in there, and you get a flashing beacon that says, "Too many carbonated beverages in fridge."
This whole place is just one giant aneurysm waiting to happen.
I'll fix that at some point, I'm sure.
Fix it, break it, either or.
If it does the thing I want it to do and not the thing I don't want it to do, then it's fixed. I don't care if it's smoking.
It's important for me to tell you now that none of these dorm rooms have smoke detectors.
That is very good because, it's fine. OSHA who?
This doesn't seem up to code. I can't find a smoke detector.
Those are Earth codes, not here codes.
That doesn't seem right.
The planet you are on is G908.
That doesn't seem correct.
That is G908?
No,
I was going to say, that's what my notes say.
Not you. You're correct.
Okay.
You're correct. Police isn't.
I'm basically God.
Well, I wouldn't give you that much.
Look, I don't know building codes on this planet. I barely knew building codes on Earth.
I thought we were already from this planet.
I read.
You read? Damn. Can't relate.
On occasion. That checks out. I'm going to start fiddling with the fridge to disable that alarm because I want cold beverages.
So it stops blinking at you. You have two drinks in there now.
I put a third one in.
So as you put the third one in, one of them drops out of the fridge into a seemingly black void.
I hate this place.
I mean, if you just put the box of them next to the fridge, when you take an energy drink out, you can just put a new one in.
I guess. You see as he takes out, the majority of his backpack was in fact this case of energy drinks.
It's fantastic.
I respect your tenacity.
Yeah, you can say addiction. I'm self-aware.
Yeah, someone has to be.
So with that, when you guys take your time and you settle in a little bit, you get it's about noon at this point, and each one of your badges kind of lights up and says it's time for class.
Oh yay! I guess I'll put my flight suit on and put my clothes on over it and figure out where the hell I'm going.
Right.
Yeah, do these things have GPS that tells us where our classes are too?
Yeah. The whole thing
sweet.
is very Enter the Matrix kind of thing.
Nice.
On top of my regular clothes, once I get the flight suit on, there's also a tool belt that gets strapped around like a bandolier over my right shoulder down the left side.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Verna has a hard time because her regular clothes are already pretty tight, but they said you had to put clothes on top, so she just kind of struggles with getting them on over top of the flight suit when they were kind of skin tight to start with.
Do you need a loaner? And he'll hold up a pair of electric blue trip pants.
Do you want that taken out a little bit? And he'll take out his sewing kit from off of his belt.
So you cook, you sew, any other wifely duties we should know about since we're living together?
I build small mechanisms for fun.
That's pretty wifely.
That could be taken differently. We should probably get to class.
Yeah, at this point, there's a knock on your door.
I open
Visitors?
the door.
You are greeted by Allenby again, and she goes, "So I don't know if you guys saw this, but you're supposed to be headed to class right now. I'll walk with you."
We were on our way. We're just getting ready.
Oh boy.
So alarm went off literally 3 minutes ago.
2 minutes and 56 seconds before she knocked on the door, actually.
Yeah, it took longer for the old man to trip down the steps.
So she reaches in and kind of grabs Achilles by the ear.
I'll slip out of the way.
Verna turns to Hajime
Nobody grabbed me by my damn ear.
and says, she's pretty sweetly threatening, huh?
I don't want to think about it. Let's do this class thing I guess we need.
All right, let's go.
So she kind of walks you guys to your next class, and you are standing at the entryway to the Blackwood hangar. And it is just this massive door. It's about 70 feet tall. It's solid steel construction. It's on like a retracting gimbal kind of thing, so it'll move in and out. And she kind of steps in front of you with this woman that you've never met. She has bright blue hair and is also dressed sort of like a mechanic, and she is playing on her phone. And Allenby addresses the class. My fresh-faced young students here. Welcome to Helix Academy. Let me introduce you to your mechs. And the doors slide open, and the blue-haired woman kind of steps aside out of the way, still playing on her phone. And you hear, "Jackpot!" And you are greeted by 4 very basic mechanical 50-foot tall humanoid mechs.
They're so beautiful. I need it to be mine.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Over the next several years, you will all learn to become excellent pilots, much like our leading team of experts over here. And you recognize a few of the people that you've seen earlier, the big dude and the 3 guys that he was like arm wrestling. So with that, we'll get you guys started. And she just hands you each a ridiculously sized textbook. Now, I know these were all digitized years ago, but there's just something satisfying about the book. So if I see any one of you using the digital copy, you're going to get expelled.
Huh?
I don't think you have the ability to do that.
I don't think you're in the position to tell me what I cannot do right now.
Yeah, we were assigned digital tablets, and I'm going to go ahead and use that.
You sure about that? Why don't you try to bring it up?
Sure, I'll bring it up.
All right, so you try to bring it up, and it's just another red beacon flashing at you. Access denied.
All right, no book it is.
All right.
Joke's on you. I can't read.
Hey, yo.
That's not canon, but.
So you guys go about your day, and you move through each individual class. You meet with all the teachers, and you get to the end of your day. This was a very shortened kind of, we're just going to get to know you 10-minute class kind of period. So you're done within 2 or 3 hours.
I went to college. I remember syllabus day.
Yeah, exactly. And, you guys are ushered into the cafeteria at the end of that, and you see that the screen that you tried to get a snack from earlier is now bright blue.
Now, at least something in this place has its highlights, and I'll walk over. California roll burrito.
And it plops one onto a plate for you.
Oh, thank Christ.
Yeah. So that ends your first school day. What would you guys like to do? You have the option of going to bed, or you can kind of go and talk about your place in the universe.
It's a dichotomy of options. Sleep or existential crisis.
I'm gonna have to go with sleep.
Okay.
No better way to deal with existential crisis and shitty analog teachers.
Verna kind of wants to go walk around and see if she can find out who that blue-haired lady was.
Okay.
Yeah, Isabel wanted to go to the hangars, so I'm assuming we'd find her there.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
That is a fairly good guess.
Oh, I need to go to the hangar too. Something of mine should have been delivered there.
Okay. So with the three of you heading towards the hangar and Achilles going to bed, you find your way back there with no problems whatsoever, and you hear just loud, generic rock music coming out of the one side, and you see a pair of rather shapely legs sticking out from underneath this large mechanical animal.
Mech animal.
Sorry, one more time.
Mech animal. Mechanical animal.
Oh.
Mech animal.
Yes. I'm so glad that you got that. I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it, but continue.
You're sleeping.
I'm having dreams of mechanimals now.
So
Isabel's gonna
like I
duck
said,
under to try and look at what she's doing. She doesn't get what she's doing, but she wants to be involved.
Verna's just going to stay on the outside, kind of looking in, not wanting to get too terribly close, but is also very curious.
So you just see her. She is like rewiring one of the back legs, and she kind of turns to you. Oh, hey! I remember you guys. You were in that first group of students that walked through today. My name is Blueberry. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to come look at the machines, see what we're gonna be working with.
Yeah, the Blackwoods. And she kind of walks to the side and flips one of those comically large, like mad scientist kind of levers, and just as the lights turn on over top of each one of the Blackwoods.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I never get tired of it myself.
So who gets assigned which mech?
You guys will just train in these, and when you join the actual military, once you're done with your training here, you'll actually be assigned your own. These are just base units used for simple simulations.
So at this point, can I see if has she come out from underneath the mech animal?
Yeah,
can I see if she's the blue-haired lady or not?
It is.
Okay, gotcha.
About this time, you guys hear some commotion going on, like in the skies above you.
I look up.
I'm going to choose to ignore that.
Mechanimals, huh?
So as the couple of you that are not ignoring it exit the hangar to look up, you just see the moon starting to break apart and a large ship appearing in the sky above you.
Oh.
Is it like super loud?
Oh yeah, it is an earth-shattering kind of sound.
I immediately wake up on the top bunk, hit my head off the ceiling, and knock myself back out.
And with that, we are going to officially end session 0. So, any questions, comments, or concerns
That was magical.
with how things are going? Any thoughts for the future? Anything you want to get off your chest before we we wrap up for the day?
No, you are a bastard, but no.
But my companion in the crate over there that's off screen.
That is unfortunately going to have to be dealt with after the time jump. I hope you put air holes in it.
Oh.
I hope you put air holes in that robot.
I'd like to talk about how this is possible, please.
What? Talk about what is possible.
Air holes in a robot, I'm for it.
I mean, you just have to put air holes in the crate. So, I would like to thank you all for joining us here at the SGA. Please leave a rating. Come to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. And we will see you all next time. Thanks for listening.